We back. Oh, them kids better not be knocking on the door for Porter. Twan, get the door. Yeah, and if that's the kids, tell them Porter punished. Oh. Hey fam, we are back. Happy Saturday. We in the kitchen again. I told y'all gonna see us a lot more. And we're gonna be making some burgers tonight. So I'm just trying to get everything like prepped on the counter to get started. But how y'all feeling today? Yeah, and that's the kids talking burgers tonight. So we're gonna be making some shrimp and crab burgers. Welcome to the live. Happy Saturday. If you are new here, hello. Welcome to the fam. Make sure y'all join the fam also. If you have been with us more than one time and you guys have watched us more than one time, go ahead and follow us. Welcome to the live. Happy Saturday. If you are new here. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is we have some crab meat. Daddy loves crab cakes, so he went on ahead and bought some crab meat. But he didn't know what he had wanted to do with it. And I had been having a taste for some shrimp, a shrimp burger. So when I seen this, I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and mix it. And then we can make a shrimp crab burger. Don't that sound good? Okay. So I'm just going to pull it up on the big screen so I can see any comments. But what y'all making good today? Now, I didn't forget about them Chipotle bowls. I hope you guys watched that live the other night. Everybody loved them. Everybody loved those Chipotle bowls. So we still have a lot of those ingredients left, like the green onions, the lettuce. I did buy an avocado to put on in for today, and I bought some tomatoes. So this is that summer cooking. We officially in summertime, y'all, man. So we're not gonna be in here with the stove running. We need some meals. It's gonna be cool, and it's not gonna take a lot of time because it's Saturday, and if you're out and about, you don't have to take up too much time to be cooking. So these are some pretty, like, the tomatoes on the vine. So we'll go ahead and wash these. And we're going to slice these up, put on the sandwich, put on the burger. Hopefully we get, a little bit more people to watch today. So that's why we're going to be on here more, so we can try to be in that algorithm, so that way more people can come over and see us. Now, so these are shrimp. Off camera, I went on ahead and peeled and deveined them. Don't let me find out y'all not peeling and deveining your shrimp. That's a no-no. Even when we go to the restaurants, like if we eat out with shrimp, that's like one of the first things I look at is to see if they peeled that shrimp. Because if not, I really don't even want it. And it's even worse after you already ordered something and then you see it and you're like, oh my God. So what I did was I put the shells in here. I didn't have any more Ziploc bags. So it actually worked out because this has a little Ziploc part. And I'm going to put this right in the freezer. But keep your shells. So in case you want to make like gumbo or like etouffees or seafood sauce, something with like some shrimp flavor, this is going to give you that flavor. So just put it in some water, put your shrimp shells in there, add like an onion and some garlic and like your celery or whatever else you add. But keep this, okay? Do y'all do that too? If not, just start doing it. You're gonna be able to learn the difference. So what we're going to do is we're going to chop these shrimp up. But before we get to this part, we need to prep the pepper and the crab. I'm going to just go ahead and put that back in the refrigerator for now so it can stay cold. I was going to use a red onion, but I want to go ahead and use these green onions up because we still have 2 little bushels from the other night with the Chipotle bowls. I haven't had a chance to edit the final video of the bowls, but I got y'all. Okay, so by tomorrow I'll have the final look of the Chipotle bowl, so y'all can actually see how everything turned out. Cause I ain't gonna sleep until like 3 o'clock that morning, but I ain't get started until 10. And they was like, "Why is it taking so long?" Y'all realize how many people work in Chipotle? Yeah, all them little different stations and all them different prep things. There's only one person. I'm only one person. But we ate on that. They ate on those for 2 days. So Friday and no, when did I make those? So Thursday and Friday, or Friday and Saturday. Yeah, whatever. But they ate on them for 2 days. And then we're going to use these buns. These are some potato rolls. We're going to toast them up. I didn't want the brioche, but the brioche can be a little pricey. And it's all of us need to eat. And the brioche only has about 6 in the pack. We're not going to have this many burgers. I'm hoping we can at least get 6 good burgers out of what we're making today. That way it can be enough for everybody and it'd be a nice, good sized burger. But have y'all ever had a shrimp burger? Or who loves crab cakes out here? Is that one of y'all favorite things? So right now I'm just going to go ahead and dice up this pepper because we're going to pre-cook this first. And did I rush this on? Don't y'all hate that when you be doing stuff in the kitchen and then you're like, hold on, did I do something? Did I brush this off? It feels wet, but I don't remember washing it though. Everybody's in here chilling. Either playing a game, the girls are doing their hair, watching TV. They'll be out in a little bit trying to see what's going on. We'll be in here fixing. I'm about to get me a little sip of some wine. So I got a little bit of Cabernet. Just gonna pour some little glaze. Do y'all have a little sip or do something while y'all cooking? It's really right? See, I didn't have any the other night, but I got some today. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this. Now, the last time I cut too daggone much off, I didn't mean to cut as much as I did. And I said I was going to do this off camera too, but I ended up doing something else and forgot that I said I was going to prep this. And I didn't have to, see this part. But it's all good. Let's throw this in the trash. So we're just going to dice these up. I don't know. I like to chop the end of it off. Y'all do the same thing? Have y'all been out and about today? Or everybody's pretty much been in the house? It's been too hot to do any freaking thing. So I uploaded those lives that we did to our YouTube channel of the Chipotle bowls. That way they'll be able to see the same videos that y'all are seeing. Okay. And you want to do these small because it's going to go inside of the crab burger. You don't want them all chunky. You really just want to be able to see the little specks to make it look cute. You know, give your food some personality. But if you guys are watching the live, hit that like button and share. It lets everybody know that we are on here and making something good, you know. So more people can come over and enjoy what we do with you guys. Normally when I'm in the kitchen just cooking, I'm in here watching or listening to some music or something like that. So y'all pretty much keeping me company. So go ahead and talk to us now. Give us a little conversation. Then we can move on to the next step. So this is the little prep work. Gotta do the little prep work in the beginning before you get straight to the main thing. I don't know what we're gonna eat for dinner tomorrow. Sometimes I like to try to plan the meals, and sometimes we just go with the flow. Okay, it's too hot to be cooking anything, and we normally try to do like the little Sunday dinners, but that requires the oven to be on most of the time with those. So I'm trying to think about like meals where you don't have to really run the oven as much, but you still want something nice and comforting, something good, right? So give us some ideas of some Sunday meals we can make that don't really require a lot of oven time. Like it feels so quiet in here. Normally it's a little noisy. Just depends on what's going on. So we've got one more little piece to cut up. And you guys can send us stars as well. So if you see the little message in the comments that says send stars, that's like a tip jar on the channel. So if you ever want to donate anything that can help, you know, go towards the food costs on the channel, or like any of the supplies that we use, any like upgrades towards the pots and the knives. So just think of it that way. So whenever you see like the stars button, that's just a way for you guys to give us, like, you know, the tip jar or something. I've been using this little piece lately, the end piece. So I'm gonna cut that up too. What they say, waste not, want not. And then I was hoping that we had some more of the corn salsa left from the Chipotle bowl. So I was thinking about like some toppings that would be good on the burger. But they didn't eat it all. So I was like, okay. We still got to make a sauce though too. Because you know you can't have a burger without a good sauce now, right? I'm glad we only had one of these. I won't feel like I'm in here chopping all day. Can't believe it's about to be July already. For like half the year is gone. Y'all have any plans for the 4th of July? Anybody cooking anything new for the cookout? Trying a new dish? Or, you know, the most popular dish? Anybody having like a family cookout? I don't even know what we're doing right now. We normally host like a big, you know, 4th of July cookout and have a lot of fireworks. But I'm not sure about this year. If not, probably just going to take the kids to the pool during the day. And then we just probably cook a little something later on. But it's good it's on a Friday though. So that's a good thing. It's going to feel like it's a real party or a real, you know, fun weekend. Like the kickoff to the weekend. It's the 4th of July. Okay. So I want to go ahead and get these on the stove to sweat out, because I mean you could put these in your burger roll, but who would want to? You don't want like a lot of little crunchy pieces that you're crunching on. So we're gonna cook them for a little bit until they get nice and soft. It's a little bit of butter right here. I got the butter, y'all. I made sure that when we went today, and look, almost forgot it again. I'm like, we was in there today getting a couple things, and I'm like, did we get the butter? And you didn't even say anything. Lord Jesus. So I'm using my laptop in front of me for the comments because I can't see if you guys are trying to talk. So I'm using the phone to record it, and I have my laptop over here. So if you keep seeing me over here, I'm just looking to see if anything is, you know, happening. We gotta get some more of these pans. These copper pans, guys, are some of the best pans that we have ever had. I'm just mad that they're starting to get a little scuffed up now. But I guess, you know, that's to be expected with the kids in here cooking. I just try to tell them not to be in here scraping up the pans with the spoons, the metal spoons. Like either use the wooden spoon or like the plastic one. Trying to melt this butter, and we don't even have to let it melt all the way. We can just go ahead and put these peppers in here. I thought I had a jalapeno in the refrigerator, but either they used it. Some jalapeno in the burger mix would have been good. Like a little spice in here. Let me add a little bit of salt. So this is the sea salt. I'm trying not to use too much like the regular table salt. So we have different kinds in here that we use. So we have the kosher, like we use this like on a lot of meats. This one for like everyday, you know, just little simple things. And then some sea salt. This is like a finisher. But they like to use Himalayan as well because it's a lighter, more healthier salt. So the Himalayan is in here in the pepper grinder because we couldn't, we end up having to throw the bottle away. So I'm just sprinkling some of that. That's going to help the vegetables sweat a little bit faster. So I'll bring y'all over, you know, every so often so you can see what I'm doing. So, just got the peppers in there. Nothing special. Just about to turn them around and get a little color on them. Not color, but we're going to get them a little soft. Okay. And I still had some of the garlic left over too from the other night with the chipotle bowls. It's not a lot in here. I think it's probably like 1 or 2 pieces, but this garlic was so good, and it's strong too. So you really don't need a lot, and it's, you know, real potent. So once we get done, I'm about to break something. While we wait on that, I'm just trying to make sure I got y'all in a good angle. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start to chop up the shrimp. So I'm gonna do half. I want it to be 2 different textures. So I want a little bit of it to still be a little chunky, not like overly chunky, but I would have used the food processor for this. Let me start out by saying that. That's more easier. But the food processor broke. It broke. We have to get a new one. But you could easily put this shrimp in the food processor, toast it a couple times, and then boom, there you go. Just put it in your bowl, put your seasonings, and mess it up. But now we have to do it the by hand way, which is not a problem with that, y'all. But if you want to be more strategic and having to do the knife part, use a food processor. So it's real simple. Just chop your shrimp up. I think I should bring y'all over here so y'all can see a little closer what I'm doing. Okay. So we're just taking a little piece, and I mean, you can easily do like this. It's really, you know, no right or wrong, just as long as you're getting it minced up. But just remember that once the shrimp starts to cook, it's going to swell up a little bit. So if you don't want it to be like real chunky, just take your knife and just, you know, glide it that way. So it should look like somewhat like a paste. Not like pasty, but broken down. So then this, I know. So I'm going to try to just cut a few of these at the same time. That's why I'm hoping this is going to be enough. And this is a whole bag of shrimp. Because you're going to have your crab meat in there. It's still going to have some texture to it. So that's why I say you want everything to still have some type of texture. Have a little look to it. stirring these peppers. And you don't have to have the heat up too high. I'm going to actually put some oil in there also, because the butter alone is not enough, you know, to be able to saute them. It's going to end up burning. So you need to add a little bit of oil in here. So that's what I just did. I just added a little bit of oil. And you can hear them starting to sizzle. Okay. So back to the shrimp. So I'm just going to take a few at a time and just mince it up. But we love trying different recipes, especially if it's something that you like. So for instance, shrimp. So instead of just eating fried shrimp all the time, try to make stuffed shrimp. Like we're gonna be like Forrest Gump, the shrimp boat, fried shrimp, baked shrimp, shrimp pasta. So let's try to make different things. So that's why tonight we're gonna make shrimp burgers. It's getting there. It's going to take a little second, but just take your time. We ain't going nowhere. But that's why I say if you had a food processor, you won't even have to worry about this part, because you literally would be done in 2 seconds. And these are some medium shrimp. These are... it's not too big, it's not too small, but it's a nice little good size. But you know, once they cook, they're gonna shrivel down. I actually like big shrimp, not like super big like prawns, but big enough. Once they shrink down, you will still be able to have a nice good bite. I think the next time we make a shrimp dish, probably gonna make like some shrimp cocktails or something. I said last year I was going to do that and didn't even make it. You know, summertime is nice and cold. Actually, no, I did make it, y'all. I'm tripping. My bad, I take that back. I did make them. Okay. So let's keep going. This is the little time-consuming part right here of everything. Once you get this part done, you pretty much can just float through everything else. Like you really gonna be feeling like a chef in the kitchen with your knife. And I'm using the back part the most because that's where you're going to have the most pressure to get it cut up. So use the back part of your knife, not the front part, because you can't do nothing like this, but just make a bunch of noise. Use the back part. Still just mixing up those peppers. Oh, y'all, my laptop is about to die. I need to get the laptop charger. Emmy! Emmy! Or Twan? somebody bring my laptop charger and come plug it up for me? I want one of them little Amazon, those little, but I think that's like a smart TV though. You know, the big screen and it stand up, like the big rectangle. I really want one of those, but if it's like a smart TV or a smart screen, we really don't do those in the house. Thank you. Plug that. Oh, what you doing in your hair? It's cute. What you gonna do after you straighten it up? Just gonna leave it like that. Okay, you better hope it don't sweat out. That's that summertime heat. Okay, so for these, I'm just gonna start to chop them up. This feels like it's going to be like spinach. You know, once you get it chopped down, it's going to hardly look like nothing. Hell. So I'm just folding those shrimps in. Like the ones that haven't got chopped up yet. But as you can see, it don't take no time at all, you guys. It's not something complicated if you think about shrimp burgers, right? I literally haven't did anything but just used a knife and just chopped it up. Okay, so that's good. I don't want to pulverize the poor things. So now we have the last few. So for these, I'm just going to just do a little rough chop. Like I said, I want to have some type of texture and dimension. You know, really don't want to have the same texture all throughout. So even though you're using the same ingredient, you can prep it a different way. You can prep it a different way. So some can be minced, some can be chopped, like rough chop. And all I'm doing is starting from the top and just going across. These things slippery, so I'm trying not to cut myself. And then after we finish prepping the shrimp and take these peppers out, we're gonna go ahead and we need to get the buns together because I don't want to let this shrimp sit out too long while we got it prepped. Arm's starting to hurt. Like this a little workout, or it feel like I'm just getting weak. Which one is it? But my body a little sore today. What's going on? So, no particular order. I'm just rough chopping this up. You can see it's not as fine. It's a little bit more chunky. A little bit more chunky than the ones we just did before. You know, these will be the thick girls right here. Those the skinny ones. These are the little thick ones right here, okay? Alright. So now we're going to add these in the bowl also. But you see where we're going with this? Now that whole bag of shrimp made this much once we pulverized it. I mean, you know, cut it down. So it's a good amount, right? Now just imagine when we start adding everything to it and the crab meat. I'm going to actually need a bigger bowl. We're going to end up having to switch bowls because that's not going to be big enough. But I'm going to go ahead and clean this board because we're going to need this to chop up tomatoes and things like that. Actually, no, let's go ahead and cut up the onions. Y'all see that little turkey slipper right there? That was one of Porter's Christmas gifts. It's a turkey slipper.
Mm-hmm. What's up, fam? What y'all doing?
Oh, yeah, let me point them up to you.
Oh, yeah.
They go ahead and
Good.
and you came out here to spy on me.
You know I did.
Like I haven't got to the part with the cornmeal yet.
Okay.
I just got finished chopping up the
Why you put this garlic in there?
No, I am. Oh, in the pepper? Go ahead. It's the real chef right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the real chef. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse these over. So I'm gonna use this one first because it's the one that's already cut first.
You chopping that down to put in here?
No, I mean, it should be. I don't think so. Just gonna leave it.
What you doing with these?
I'm just gonna slice them real thin. I'm gonna slice it. Oh, I gotta rinse it off first.
Oh, I thought that was already rinsed. It was kind of wet.
That's okay. The only thing that can stay for the lab, I can't see really, like the viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I can see it, and sometimes I can't. Doing it real thin. Let's down to the white meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if we didn't have, I almost forgot we had these.
The green onions?
Yeah. Because I was going to use the red. But I was like, you know what, hold on. Let me use these, all the ingredients that we didn't use for the Chipotle bowl the other night. We're finishing up those items now. Think that's going to be enough? Should be enough.
Should be enough right there.
No, keep going. But I'm just saying that one spread,
I
I don't think we need the other one.
No.
I can say that for something else.
Yeah, this gonna be enough right here.
Oh, yeah. How can they smell so different? That's because the garlic in it.
Yeah.
Put the crab meat back out.
Oh, yeah.
We're ready for that. We're almost ready for that.
So dirty on the outside.
That's all of it? All of it?
Yes.
Okay, a couple more pieces.
I know, right?
Anything with the little white part. Trying to get all that extra off.
I had to clean the green onions a little bit.
I don't even think we need all these tomatoes. Probably just use about. You want tomatoes?
Just a little bit, yeah, just a little bit. What you want, fry them or pan sear them or something? Or you just gonna slice them up thin? That's it.
I'm just gonna slice them up and season them. That will be good with some pan ones, but I ain't gonna do all that today. See, I told y'all. Daddy the real foodie. Like I ain't think about pan frying.
Hey, look, if we gonna eat something good, we might as well go all the way. How y'all be eating y'all's out there? Regular degular, fancy schmancy. Let me know down in the comments, y'all. Regular degular or fancy schmancy?
Y'all see Daddy's shirt? We do have some merch.
Oh yeah, don't forget the merch. Rolling with the fam merch.
Rolling with the fam. That's a t-shirt, but we have hoodies and
Hats, cups.
aprons.
Yeah, aprons, all that. Am I chopping this again or just leaving it like this?
How do you want to do it? And then once you're done, just go ahead and put it in the mix over there.
Inside here?
No. Actually, let me get the... Did you want to put them in there for a second? Or no?
I can. You know what? Ain't no method to the madness today. We just kind of like flowing with it.
So they're going to have to cool off anyway after you cut that mix out. So I'm going to let you do the honors of doing the crab.
Nah. You ain't trying to fail. That's what that is. You doing it live. You ain't trying to
fail. No stars.
Oh, I'm saying, it ain't gonna be no
because
in no second.
You know
take,
what?
She trying to throw me under the bus.
I don't. So what? Now that means you doubting your skills.
No, I ain't doubting my skills.
Okay.
I ain't doubting the skills. You just running away from the skills.
Running away from what? Running away from what? Nope. I want you to put as much or as little because I don't want to hear your mouth. I don't want to hear your mouth. Y'all, we the complete opposite. So sometimes I may think something, but you know what? I'm gonna give him his credit because that fried chicken that he made.
Oh,
that fried chicken with that cornmeal was bomb.
Look, I'm about to abandon mom.
No, you're not. No, come on.
Nah,
at least put your
abandon you.
At least put your crab meat in there. Come on.
Yeah, I got that.
You got everything else too.
Oh, don't do me like that.
I got everything else too. But yeah, just put all the shrimp in there too.
Got that good old Phillips crab meat.
Y'all know about that Phillips restaurant? So y'all know we in the DMV area, Maryland. So they used to have a Phillips restaurant. We used to go there all the time. By the at the wharf.
Yep.
Get all that crab up.
I know, right?
Just put the shrimp in there. Let me get you another spoon.
Oh, okay.
You want to be delicate with that crab.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sorry.
Another one. That one is on struggle mode.
Look at this, y'all. It looks like somebody been chewing on this thing.
That is the struggle spoon right there.
This is the struggle spatula.
We're going to ride it till the wheels fall off.
Yes.
Yeah. Smell your meat.
Pause.
But then we need to add it on. No, because you normally add mustard to your crab cake. We're not making crab cake.
We're not making crab cakes today. Putting all the shrimp? We ain't putting all the shrimp,
yes,
right?
we are. We got to make enough for 6 burgers. 6 good burgers.
Man, that's going to be well
good
more than
burger.
6 burgers.
Can I take your order? Well, we need to make sure we have enough for everybody.
All right, what we seasoning with?
Okay. Well, them peppers and onions, go ahead and take that off because I need to sit that in the freezer for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Cool down. Yeah, the sea salt will be good in there. Just, the normal, some Old Bay, some salt, pepper, some more garlic powder.
Wait, did we get that black powder that night? Yeah, we did.
Some citrus. Oh, we ain't get no lemon juice. That's the only thing.
We got them limes. Don't we still got limes left over?
Let me get
from the other night?
Yes. I'm glad you did get a big old bag. Kids was like, why you get all these limes?
Even though we do have this.
Yeah, lemon pepper.
Lime pepper.
But not too much of it.
Yeah, Mom don't really like that.
It's too, like, bitter. Lime is
it's
different
lime.
than lemon. Let's put this whole pan in. problem. So y'all don't hear all the huffing and puffing behind the scenes. Now y'all can see the real, how the kids be in the kitchen stalking us, waiting on the food. Let me roll these lines.
Yeah, don't forget to roll the lambs.
All that juice
Lambs
out.
be super tough.
Oh shit, what else? Put enough seasoning. You be using this soap?
Huh?
Put a little this soap.
Yeah, you can rinse the outside of your lambs.
And I still like on the pandemic mode.
Yeah.
Everybody touching them in the stove. What's that?
Obey. Can't be from the DMV not eating Obey.
Sir, I didn't taste that one milk. How did it taste on milk?
Just a little bit of white pepper. Kids out there snacking on cereal.
Get a,
Oh, they need a bowl.
yeah. What's that?
Oh, that's what's the name cereal? The
We-
donut holes.
It's some Apple Jacks donut hole cereal.
You still got the Cheerios?
Hmm?
You still got the Cheerios?
Yeah.
Can you open those?
No, I'm not opening those right now. Eat a bar.
No more.
It's that they crushed them all.
Y'all crushed 3 boxes of bars?
No, Amy took the whole box.
It's in the dishwasher. I didn't realize it's summer already. We are into the session. Oh yeah, some parsley.
Little
Some parsley.
cayenne. Little kit.
That's why I was saying. I thought we had a jalapeno. They must have used
Put
it.
some cayenne. It's okay.
Cause that would have been good. A fresh jalapeno already.
Yeah. Little onion pepper. Powder.
Yeah, I like the white pepper. Some people like the white
Yeah, I
pepper.
like white pepper in my soups. Like when I'm eating like real light dishes with pepper. I like them. But when I'm with my meats and stuff, I need black pepper.
You want this lime now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, put that. Oh, let me give you the peppers.
Yeah.
So we got the leather hands, the big hands right here. Won't have to use the fork tonight because look at all that juice he done got out.
Crushing them. And there's still juice in it. I ain't even had to crush them all the way. Put that peppers in here.
Okay. That's why it's good to have Daddy in the kitchen. See, it's just like,
Peppers and the onions.
so it's kind of like you making salmon cakes or like the, anything in that nature, but it's with shrimp on.
A little bit of cornmeal. That mom tried to debate me on.
So,
But it's all good. It's all good.
no, it's okay. I'm not listening. But it's fine. I guess it's fine because when you need the crust on the outside, it's going to help.
Yeah, it is.
But when he first said it, I'm like, cornmeal. It's like the sticker stock when you go buy a
Yes.
car.
Yes.
Like, what are you talking about?
Now let's get us a nice good mix.
You going to add the cornstarch or you just adding the
I'm just liking the
cornstarch?
cornstarch.
Okay,
I mean the cornmeal.
cornmeal. So no egg, you guys. So
Yeah, because I didn't want it to be like pasty.
you could, but
Right?
you're
You
not adding
could
out.
use an egg for binder. You absolutely could. Most people would.
Mm-hmm.
But tonight I want the star of the show to be the shrimp and the crab.
Yeah. I want you to make the sauce too.
I want no chicken in my seafood patty.
Chicken?
Yeah. What is an egg?
Oh.
I don't want no chicken in my. I don't want no land animals
Yeah.
in my seafood patty.
That's because he. What'd you say?
What he say?
I don't know. What you say?
Cause I don't want no chickens in my seafood burger.
You just don't like eggs, so anything.
I don't, but it's got nothing. I don't need that as a binder tonight. I don't need that. I don't need chicken inside of my seafood burger.
Yeah.
And I'm not over mixing. I'm not really doing it really hard. I'm kind of folding it into itself, kind of like breaking the clumps up of the shrimp, and trying to make it more incorporated with the crab meat.
Making good. I wish we can't even taste it, to make sure the seasoning.
Hey, I wish we had a little bit more crab meat though.
Yeah.
Cause the crab to shrimp ratio is crazy.
That's like the only thing I would have needed. And that crab meat was on sale.
Yeah, it was. It was on sale for what? $9.99. All right, there you go.
All right. Can you make the sauce?
The remoulade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be out. I'll be out in a minute.
Okay. Perfect. It's the sauce king. So I'm putting him on the sauce duty. And then while we wait on him to make the sauce, because once the burgers are put together, we pretty much going to be ready to assemble. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put y'all back over here. I'm just going to straighten up the area a little bit. And then we're going to prep everything else.
Yeah, I'm back.
Let me straighten this area.
Okay. Let me put this in the refrigerator. Are we live on YouTube?
No, this is Facebook.
Are we live on Facebook?
Yeah, but the good thing is I can download the video and it'll be uploaded to YouTube.
Okay.
So I'm using the laptop so I can see what I'm doing and just see the comments they pop up.
Okay.
We making a phone from here.
I'm gonna take your little coffee.
No, you're not. No. Yeah, and I told y'all that coffee the other night. Coffee don't normally bother me, but
I'm about to take some of that coffee.
I cannot go to sleep.
I'm in here wired like a drug addict.
My legs was so achy. After I didn't go to bed, I laid there for like 30 minutes. Just trying to stop being so fidgety. That coffee had some extra stuff in it. I don't know what it had in it.
Dang, we running low on relish. That's pretty much nothing in there. We got enough for the sauce tonight, but it's pretty much nothing in there. It'll be enough for the sauce.
Yeah.
Alright, now, your basic remoulade sauce, nothing fancy. We got Swiss the mayo. We got mayo, mustard, ketchup, apple cider vinegar, relish, and we're going to use the rest of the juice of the two halves of lime that we had. Oh, no, I'm good. As long as they can see me.
You taller than me. I'm a little
I
short.
know, you're a little short midget.
Shorty boo bop.
Alright, a short little midget. Let's go in with the mayo first. Mayo first. Struggling with the relish. Struggling.
That should be enough.
Yeah, it's more than enough. I probably wouldn't have used more than this anyway.
How was it with the meat?
A little bit. Oh. A little ketchup.
cocktail sauce, didn't we?
Yeah, it's in it. It's cocktail sauce in it. Mustard. Splash of apple cider vinegar. Just a splash. For some of that tartness. Then we're going to try to squeeze the rest of our limes.
Fry your mozzarella sticks.
Yes. I'm going to use a brand new. Limes.
Oh, you want to just throw this out for me?
Yeah. Both of those.
Oh, this.
A little salt. Yes. A little pepper.
Swan.
Yeah, come
A
take
little
this out.
Old Bay.
Come take this out.
Onion powder. A little parsley flake. You still got that on top of your head.
And stuff.
And bam, there you go. Let's give it a good mix. Perfect. Look at that. Looking like Ramallah, baby.
Perfect.
Perfect. Look at that. Perfect Ramallah.
That's why I said let me put him on sauce duty because he the sauce king.
Perfect. Perfect. Give it a little taste. Oh, that's perfect Ramallah, y'all. I'm gonna look at that. We're gonna go ahead and sit this to the side. And make sure I got all the sides scooped up though.
Yeah, I'm gonna toast the burgers and the buns in a second.
Go ahead and sit this in the refrigerator. Let it stay cold.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. What you gonna put in the refrigerator?
Mm-hmm. I forgot I had that what's the name in here?
What?
The creamer.
Yeah, I know. You probably was waiting for some cake to put it
Yeah.
on top of.
Yep.
Waiting for some cake.
Now let me clean my mess up from get the yellow.
Yeah. Spaz out.
Mm-hmm.
Bump me
I can bump you good.
again. Bump me again.
Oh, I know what I'm about to do. I'm about to sip this coffee.
Do not open it.
Look, this
What?
one. That's what Mom keep telling me not to touch, y'all. She just hit me with the frying pan.
Yeah, seriously.
Old school.
Don't open it. I'm not playing. Don't open it. Don't open it. Don't let me get violent on the damn camera.
How you doing?
You know, I opened up my tea.
I know, right? She already, I already opened up the tea, y'all. Hold on. I already got in trouble for this. Where is it?
You don't even like mint. That's the problem. When he's
I got in
thirsty,
trouble. I just go in the refrigerator and just start opening stuff when I'm thirsty.
don't even like it. You
Don't.
just want it because you don't want to drink water.
Even though I'm the water king.
This man has not had watermelon. I won't let it go. I'm not going to let it go. This man, we've been together for 25 years, y'all.
Look, I just grew up on it and it was too much.
Hold on. He hasn't had watermelon since I've known him.
That was like 25 years ago.
Now all of a sudden, because one day we didn't have any juice or flavored drink, he had some watermelon. So he has an epiphany. He want to go have some watermelon, a regular fruit watermelon.
Hey, look, my kids need fruit.
Now all of a sudden he want watermelon all the time.
No, I don't. I'm just.
You been buying
No, I'm just buying it because the kids need their fruit. That's it. And that last watermelon we got didn't even have any.
Lies.
So look at you,
Lies.
trying to defame me.
I am.
Oh, you are.
Because every time I try to offer you watermelon before,
Delicious.
every time I try to offer you want some watermelon.
No, I don't want that.
I like
And I
watermelon.
still don't want it. She tried to act as if because I had it one time and
Yes.
bought it twice over the last 3 weeks. Now
Yeah,
all of a sudden,
you just secretly
I'm
been
gonna be
eating it by
just
yourself.
eating watermelon. Get
Or
out
you
of
just
here.
been eating it by yourself.
No.
Exposed.
No. Can't expose.
Exposed. Do y'all partners or husbands, do that? Look, they be acting like they don't like something, then all of a sudden out the blue, I like it now. Like, what was this 25 years ago? I like watermelon. I don't have a problem with watermelon. But it's the fact that you've been pumping it up so hard that you don't want it. Or don't like it. Man, no, you don't want no mint. Like mint leaves. So if you have like a mojito or something, but I don't know what it is. He really don't like anything with herbs in it also. It's like that, herby, too earthy taste. Depends on what it is. He's coming around more. So that's the good thing. I'm like, as long as you open. Sometimes I be having to sneak different herbs in the food with open and he don't, realize it. But right now I'm just trying to, go ahead and just clean this pot out real quick because they want some mozzarella sticks with their burgers. I know, it don't matter. That's what we got. I used to say that to him all the time. When we was growing up, he'll tell me 2 things he'll have he's having. And I'm like, that don't match. Like, how you eating that? That don't match. And look, they still do it now, the kids. And sandwich, shrimp burger, and mozzarella sticks. But it's just like you going to a restaurant and you ordering like all these, different appetizers on the table. So this got a little big copper pan right here. Just rinsing that out. They gonna use it for their mozzarella sticks. Alright, so we almost there, y'all. So now we have the sauce done, thanks to Daddy, and we have the patty meat prep, the shrimp batter prep. Now we're gonna go ahead and make the buns because you can take it right out the package, but why? We're gonna put a little personality on it. That's our way of adding a little extra, just doing the next step. So we're gonna toast them, and that's going to give it another texture. Because you gotta think, it's shrimp burgers, so it's already gonna be a weird texture in itself. Not a bad texture, but you know what I mean. So you don't want to just take the bun right out the bag. Give it a little extra something, Okay, so to do that, we're going to take some butter. Sometimes I be having to check, make sure I turn the pan on, because sometimes I don't even be having the pan on. Like, Lord Jesus. There it is. So, bring y'all a little closer. We use this. And just going to make sure you just butter it good. Like I say, this would be really nice if we had one of those little flat tops, the little griddles. But this is our version of the griddle in the house. Because you see we don't have a lot of space. I would love to have one of those little long griddles that you see on TikTok. But I'm like, where am I going to put it? I don't have nowhere to put it. That's why I cannot wait till we get, you know, some more space so that way we can have more things that we really want to have out that would make cooking a lot faster and easier. Now when you do this, you have to make sure that once you put it back together, you're going to remember to put the top and the bottom together, not the other way around. And then I also like to flip it, because the tops, you see the tops? They're going to look a little ashy, y'all, okay? So to give it that brioche look, that glossy, you know, you just came out the house nice and moisturized look. You just got out the shower and greased up. Oh my God, speaking of, I was driving the other day and I seen this girl walking. Y'all, when I tell you, she must have been raised by her grandmother or her mother, you know, when she told her to get out the shower and grease up. I'm telling you, you probably could just rub her leg and you could just get a glob of Vaseline. That's how much she was greased up. And all I could do was just laugh. I was like, yeah, she was taught right. Because when I tell you she was glistening, she was greased up. I said, oh my God. That was so funny. Okay. So I may need a little bit more butter over here. So we can try to do a little bit more. Okay. So I'm going to take another bun. And when I like to put them on there and just flip them around that one time, I have enough. So it's kind of like, you know, making a grilled cheese or something, a nice little grilled cheese. So I got the camera angled this way right now, but in a second I'm about to put it back and you can see what thing.
I can see it, so you can't.
I did, but still.
I can't go off to the room.
Well, that's what I told you. Just be mindful.
Limit me?
Huh?
Limit me walking to the house.
Yeah, that's what I already told you what's going on. Look, this one still got a little bit of peppers on here. But y'all can see the little shine on it. It looks, well, you can't really see up there. Let me show you. So, by me adding that little butter on the tops and the bottom. And we're just going to just rotate the pan. Just keep rotating it. Just to keep an eye on it. Make sure it don't burn. But we want to get a nice little toast on them. Turn that heat up some. Make it. So the ones in the middle is going to toast a lot faster. But you can see that one looking nice and toasted, like a fine. So that one not done enough yet for me. May have to turn it down some so it won't start smoking. But see, these not done yet. I like to have it toasted all the way through. So sometimes, you know, the outer parts will be done a lot faster than the middle part. So you can always just push it down a little bit. That'll help it cook a little faster too. Put this heat down because the dang on detector may be coming on in a second. Take this one off. I need to get a little plate so we can put these on. So this the part you gotta remember. See, I burnt that one a little bit. Not burnt it, but I toasted it too much. Okay. So now that the pan is heated up, now you can turn it down some. Turn this pan down a little bit. Turn this little fan on for a second, y'all, so make it a little loud. This is 8 buns right here. So I'm only going to do one bag because I don't think we're going to have more than 8. Those cook pretty fast right there. So the pan was still real hot. Just turn it down. You just gotta adjust your temperature on the pan, but like to roll it in that butter some. They're not done yet, so I'm gonna flip them. Just want to get that butter on the other side first. And I'm gonna flip them back over in a little second. Cut it up a little bit, and then I need to get a little plate for these to go on. Say now you gotta put them with the top with the top, the bottom with the bottom. Little bun. There, y'all. Alright, so it's going to take a little second. Shouldn't be too much longer. I turned the pan down because it was starting to get a little smoky up in here. Once it starts getting smoky, then you got to start opening up the windows and the whole house will start smelling. You will see smoke everywhere. I'm like, who got the fire up too high? Turn it down. Most of the times, the kids be cooking in here. That's what be happening. I'm like, turn that fire down. So this is like the little toast that I like right there. You know, it's just all the way through. So he's almost done. Not quite yet. It's the bottom. guess I could cook the burgers on here too. I was going to cook them in a little pan, but actually, because that was the next question, if I wanted to cook them on here or cook them in another little, the other blue pan that we be using. Okay, so these last two go together. Alright, so that's it for that. And then, so now we can set these to the side because the burgers are already prepped. And you can either put those in the oven or put them in a warmer so that way they stay nice and warm. But then again, just let them sit and rest. Because you can either eat this shrimp burger cold or you can eat it hot. That's the beauty about that too. If you want to have your shrimp burger a little cool down, you can do that. Alright, so now what I want to do is, so we didn't even use this one. I'm going to put this one back in the refrigerator. So the good thing is when you shop for different dishes, the good thing is it stretches over time. So you may not use it for everything you intended, and then you don't have to buy it for the next dish because you already have it. So that's the good thing. Okay. So what I want to do now is to go ahead and just prep some of these tomatoes. I like to buy them like this on the vine in the store. You know, I don't know, they just look so cute. And they're nice and red, so you know they're going to be sweet. Now I'm going to cut them thin. That's one thing. I don't want a big chunky piece of tomato on the sandwich. So just thin enough. And don't squeeze the tomato when you're cutting it because then you're going to have all that juice everywhere. Do y'all use the butt pieces for your burgers, or do you just put that to the side? So like the end piece of the tomato. And what I'm gonna do is just lay them out for a second. I'm gonna actually put them on a plate. I want to go ahead and season these a little bit, and then the tomato, just pull it off the vine like that. But I just think it's so pretty. It just make you want to buy it when it looks like this. I'm just cutting it. Just a little thin slice. And you have to be a lot. I'm only cutting up 2 because everybody probably not even going to want, you know, a piece of tomato. I'm trying to make sure I move my fingers away from the knife so I won't cut myself. Alright, so with the tomatoes, just going to lay them down like this. And we're just going to season them a little bit, y'all. Okay, so the first thing we're going to put on it is some do a little onion powder. This is just to give it a little extra flavor, you know. We're going to do the front and the back. So just flip them over. And if you just want the fresh tomato taste, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. And to this, okay, so we're gonna add some of the pepper. So I know a lot of you guys watch the videos on the replay, not doing the live, and that's fine. As long as you guys are watching it and, you know, learning a little something, a little thing or something, we good with that. Okay, a little bit of salt. This salt comes out so fast, so I'm only going to just do one little shake of that because it's a lot. And then the last thing, we done found this little seasoning. I showed y'all this the last time, but it's called Sweet and Tangy. It's by Grill Mates. It's really good. So just gonna add a little bit of that, and that's it. You don't really gotta do too much. Okay. So I'm not gonna do both of those on that side. So from here, we're just gonna, and this is just to give your tomato an extra little something. It's not just gonna taste like, you know, raw tomato. I haven't really eaten anything all day, so I am hungry, me or daddy. So this will be our first time really eating today, for real, for real. Okay, so let's put these on a plate. We still have 3 tomatoes left, so we're gonna find something later on this week to do with them, you know, something to do with them where they will be used up. I'm just going to lay them out because in a second we're going to get a little assembly line going once we put all of our ingredients together. And I still need to chop up the lettuce as well. Okay, so let's move this out the way. Like I told you, I did get an avocado too. So if you want some avocado, if you like avocado, that'd be good also on here. But I'm not going to cut the avocado up just yet because you don't want it to turn brown. So we just going to leave that for now. So I changed my mind. We're going to fry the patties and something else. Hold on. Let's use this one instead. Put these back over there. Alright, so now we're ready for our patty mix. And from here, you want to, you know, treat it like a regular burger, depending on how big you want them. So you can do these into like sliders. So this is just the bacon grease that we keep right there. So I'm adding enough. You don't want these patties to be swimming in oil, but you're going to need enough where they can fry in on both sides. So just let that heat up a little bit. And so, yeah, so with these, just going to toss it one more time just to make sure, because it's been sitting for a second. Okay. But you can see that crab up in there, you guys. So just be careful when you're mixing that around. Okay. So you can either take a spoon so this is like a tablespoon, so you can do it this way, so that way you can kind of measure them out. So you can either do like one big scoop, because I want these to be a nice good size where you can actually see it once it cooked. So I'm thinking like that and that width of it, but just kind of like flatten them out just a little bit, because you got to think like burgers, it's going to shrink up, especially when that shrimp start to cook. So I'm going to grab a little plate so that way we can just prep a few of these at one time, and then once this oil heats up, we'll just be able to, you know, drop and go. So that's one. So you can either make them small or big. Just depends, say, on your family size or yourself, how much of the filling you want in your burger. But also compared to like the bun size, also like what type of bread you putting this on. That's ultimately another good indication of how big you want to make these. It's one, what are you about to put these on? Your bun. So it's 6 of us in here. I'm at least try to get for sure 6, but hopefully we can get some extra. At least like 1 or 2 extra left over. And y'all can see without the egg, it's still, you know, forming and staying together. And you can also put it like in the palm of your fist. That's another way to know you got enough. To put it on the palm of your hand. And then once you smack it down, it should be a nice, you know, good size. Okay. You won't even be able to tell that was shrimp. Unless you was here right during the prep process. It looked like chicken or something. So before we even put these in here, this feels like it's just about ready. Let me see. Yeah, that sounds good to me. And we just gonna let it cook on each side. And just like regular shrimp, once it turns pink, it's gonna be good. Because the crab meat is crab meat. So that's not really what we're worried about. We can eat that raw if you wanted to, because it's crab meat. But the shrimp, that's what we're worried about. Making sure that that cooks and turns pink. Not even going to touch it. Just going to let it just sear on both sides. Got the heat on like a medium heat. I'm going to flip these in a second. So if I need to turn the heat down a little bit, then we can do that. So the good thing is they're not shrinking up like I thought they was going to shrink up, which is a good thing. So that means the size of these patties are pretty much going to stay true to size. Okay, let me wash my hands so we can check them. And make sure they're not sticking to the bottom of the pan. But you see, it's not like a lot of oil, but it's enough where these burgers going to be able to cook all the way through. And that's what you need. Let me show y'all a little closer how they looking. Okay. So you can see it's starting to turn pink on the outside. So it's not like we making crab cakes this time around where we putting the crackers and the mustard and all of that. This is going to be, you know, a little different. So I probably could let them sit a little second longer. Yeah, I just don't want them to burn. This is our first time making the crab and shrimp ones, but it's not hard at all. Not too bad. So while that's cooking, I'm just still prepping the patties over here. So we got 4 right here, and then I'm on the 7th one right now. So it looks like we're gonna have enough for some extra. Flip these. Do a little close up. Y'all see? Okay. So the next time we flip it, or the next time we move them, we're gonna end up taking them out. So for sure, this side, you just want to make sure you keep it on there long enough to make sure that shrimp is cooked all the way through. And we're gonna go ahead and start to prep the bread. And we probably need to come out here and put this oil in this pan so we can get this mozzarella sticks going. So these are gonna be done in no time. Sit y'all back over here. Just trying to make some space. I wish I could zoom in a little bit. We don't need a little plate to put these on. Still got a lot of the batter left right here, but we almost done making those. I'm gonna give that a minute, 30 seconds. And then we're going to take these on. And And we need to start prepping the lettuce for these burgers too, y'all. This is some romaine lettuce heart. Yeah, wash that a little bit. And I just want to show y'all real quick. So it's done on both sides. So this is how it looks up close. So it's done. Go ahead and take them off. And I'm just draining some of that oil off as well. I'm trying to do this while I'm holding the phone. Let me put y'all down before I burn myself. Before I put the next batch in here, I'm just cleaning this pan out some because a lot of these little bits got on the bottom. Part in the mist. One thing that be driving me nuts is when I'm frying something or cooking something and there's a lot of little bits at the bottom of the pan. I just like to clean the grease in between. Time go. I feel like it was just 5 o'clock. That's why I said I need to come in this kitchen early. I swear, every time I said, that's why the kids don't like for me to go live, or because I feel like it takes forever. Alright, so that's the next batch. Like I'm using this back here. evening. Okay. So these are done. They look good though. Clean this messed up a little bit. Got a couple more to prep. This should give us like 4 more. But they a nice size though. See the size they are? So on your bun, you won't be able to tell it's a patty up there. Actually, no. This gonna make about 3. So total, 1 bag of shrimp, 1 can of crab meat. We're going to end up with 11 burgers with this size. It's messy. That's one thing. You're going to get your hands dirty. Alright. Put these over here. And let me find a space for this in the refrigerator. So bad. Showing you the next batch. It seems like this one is cooking a lot faster. I feel like you gotta flip them like pancakes. Go in it real fast and then flip. Like that one could cook a little longer. So there you have it. Your shrimp and crab burgers are almost done. Let's cut that exhaust fan off. Can't really hit anything. Oh yeah, that's perfect, y'all. Like I say, it's kind of like you're making salmon cakes. I actually been wanting some salmon cakes too, but that canned salmon has been so high. And we have made it with the fresh salmon too, which kind of like would be on the same level right here. How you start out with the shrimp, you just chop it down and then just do the same thing, but instead of using shrimp, you use fresh salmon for the salmon cake. So that's another way to do it also. So what we are going to do now, we're going to go ahead and prep the, let's go ahead and prep the lettuce. So make sure you guys are liking this video. Hit that thumbs up button, that like button. If you are enjoying this recipe, you've never seen it before, it looks interesting. Especially if you're a seafood lover. If you love some seafood or shrimp, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and follow us. We're here on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. These are the romaine hearts. We're not going to leave it like this right now. I'm just taking them apart. So instead of using regular lettuce, we like these better. They have a better bite to it. And they last longer than regular lettuce too. It comes like 3 in the bag, and then you chop them up with a chopped salad. Y'all, be bomb. Okay. So again, I'm just draining that oil off. And just gonna sit them right here with the other one. I know shrimp don't take that long to cook anyway. Okay. So we're going to put these last 3 on here. I'm just going to use that spatula to pick it up better. It didn't seem like this one was as messy. That's a little piece of shrimp. I'm going to throw that little shrimp away. Make sure you keep that little shrimp. Alright. Now we can get rid of that. For the lettuce, what I'm gonna do is take the stem off of here. So once we put our burger together, you're not gonna have this stalk. Like, we don't want that. We just want the leaf. Okay. So just like you would some collard greens, just run it down. It's gonna come right out. And then you can even chop that in half, because it's shaped a little funny. And then just cut it in half. It's okay. You want to make it make sense when you're putting it on your sandwich. Now this stalk piece, we're going to throw that away. Don't need that. Make sure you're not cutting the lettuce. Don't waste your lettuce, okay? So that's all we doing, y'all. Don't make it complicated. Do you have a favorite type of lettuce that you guys use? Like, is there certain kind that you don't like, that you do like? What's your favorite? See how it's like curled up still, like a pork chop. When you about to fry it, you don't have to lay it down. And just cut it so it can lay flat. find a little good movie to watch or something on TV now that we done got something good to eat. We'll have to find something to watch. Y'all have any good movies out there right now on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime that you're watching right now? Now you see that little tail of that shrimp? I don't think you probably could see it, but you see how it's looking pink? It's just like the regular shrimp. As long as it look like how it's supposed to, when you're cooking your regular shrimp, you good to go. And then we almost done with this lettuce. And we're going to be ready to put these burgers together. I don't even think we need this much lettuce, but oh, Lord. Dang on grease popping me. Getting disrespectful over there. They're real disrespectful. Told y'all just like some collard greens. I don't even think I really needed all of this lettuce. But we're going to cut this last little piece. We're going to take the sauce out the refrigerator. And we'll get ready to eat. I swear time flies when you're in the kitchen because, like I said, I don't know how it became freaking 8:30. Where? I'm gonna put these on here. And then take the shrimp on. These burgers are done. You see it made a good amount. And they all stayed a good size, y'all. A little burger. A little shrimp burger. I don't think y'all could see. A little shrimp burger. And then you see all the different colors in there. Looks so pretty. Okay. Okay, so let's put the burger together, y'all. This out the way. This is the fun part. The best part. The main part. Actually, I'm going to put this back in the bag. Because I don't want to waste it. But we don't need it. So I'm putting it right back where it came from. There go the sauce. And then we still had some of the pico de gallo left from the chipotle bowls. So I don't think they probably will want this. But, I mean, if we didn't have the regular tomatoes that we just cut up, I'm quite sure you can use this too. It's nothing but some tomatoes, onions, cucumbers, all that little stuff. But let's get some chips to go with that. And that is really good. All right, so we're gonna bring the tomatoes back over here. Let me see. I need to call my husband back out here so he can make his burger. That way I can see him and make the burger. Okay, hold on. Look, Daddy went in there and then it went to sleep. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just show y'all one of the burgers. So that way we can just go ahead and just show you how it looks. We ain't going to hold you too long, okay? And then cheers to y'all. You know, it's Saturday. Boop. Okay? If y'all having a good Saturday and you enjoyed this live with us, we're not done yet, but we just want y'all to hang with us a little bit more. We appreciate it. Okay, so you need a spoon so we can get the sauce. Now, I'm making this for my husband, so he loves a lot of sauce. I done already told y'all, he's the sauce king, okay? Make sure you stir that up. It's going to take a little spoonful of this. Oh, that is good. And then just spread it out. Put a little extra. Uh-oh, I'm making a mess, y'all. Okay, hold on. Now, it depends on the order. So, you know, when you make a sandwich, it depends on if you put we're going to put the lettuce down next. Because you don't want to put the tomato directly on the bread. Why? Because you don't want to make it soggy. Do not put your dang tomato on the bread first. After your sauce. So then on this side, you can put your tomato. Now, I didn't know if it was doing too much to put a piece of bacon, because we did have like a couple of slices of bacon in the refrigerator, and I'm like, See, this is the time where y'all need to say yes or no. Is it doing too much or not? Comment down below. Would you think it would be good to put a piece of bacon on here? Okay. So now, we're going to tip this bad boy over. And then squeeze it. Actually, let me take a little bit of this lettuce off, because it's about to be too much. Y'all, what the heck? See, this is what I be talking about. Oh, no. This the bottom. I was about to say, we done freaking did it again. But there we go, that shrimp burger. Now I can't bite this one because this one is husband sandwich, and I probably should have went in with a smaller piece of tomato. I'm gonna actually probably just go ahead and prep all of them, so that way they don't have to do it. Just come in here and just grab and go. That's kind of like the style that we be on a lot. Oh. Listen, the most wonderful time of the year. Now, if you watch our channel all the time, I always tell you we do like to use our serveware, especially if it makes sense, all year long. Like, I'm not just going to wait till Christmas time to put out a platter, especially if I need it, you know. I'm going to use it right now. Because, believe it or not, I'm quite sure somebody has their Christmas tree up all year long. So why can't I use our Tupperware, our serveware, all year long? Okay, so we're just going to put the sliders on here. So pretty much as I prep it, I'm just going to sit them over there. And all they have to do is just come in here and grab one. I thought for a second I messed up. I thought I had 2 bottoms, but I didn't. Okay. So we're just going to do the same thing. Put your sauce down. So this is how we prepare our food for our family. We just kind of like do it family style. You know, once you can cook these to order, or you can just do like how we're doing. Put them together, put them on a little platter, and then just let everybody go from there. You know, it just makes it more fun. Like, you kind of like entertaining, but you're pretty much entertaining yourselves in the house. So it just makes it more fun. Okay, and that's why I said cut the tomato thin, so that way it won't be so big on the sandwich. And these are still nice and warm. So all you need is like a toothpick. They look good, y'all. And it's nice, like, ratio. The shrimp burger. Okay. So I feel like I done seen enough from here, you know, to get the gist of it. Once I finish, and I'll get Daddy's reaction on camera, so that way you can see what the final look, the final taste, the reaction. And then we're going to come back for another live soon. So again, make sure you guys follow us, subscribe to our channel, meaning hit that follow button, so that way when we go live again, you won't miss us. And we'll see y'all back for the next video. Stay tuned.